Accounts payable. Nina speaking.
Hello, Peter. What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't
farm the soul shards for tonight.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
Yeah. You see,
We are farming soul shards for every raid.
Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah. Yeah, I have the memo right here. I just, forgot. But, it's not shipping out till tomorrow, so there's no problem.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
Warlocks are the summoners of demons, the punishers of dots, and the farmers of soul shards. So why should you pick a warlock in vanilla WoW? Well, let's see what these edgelords of Warcraft bring to the table. Leveling a warlock is stupid easy compared to the other classes. Not only do they have a Voidwalker to help them tank on your trip to 60, but they also have abilities like Life Tap, Drain Life, and Drain Mana to assist you to have the best uptime. It's recommended you get the talent called Improved Drain Soul, so you can get that extra mana regen between mobs to maximize your efficiency. The only problem when using this talent is you'll quickly realize, what am I supposed to do with all these soul shards? And that's why you gotta make a macro for this. Copy and paste this and make this into a macro, and what this macro will do, it will instantly delete a soul shard already in your bag, so you don't have to manually delete a soul shard each time you use Drain Soul. Soul shards are nice, but when you're overflowing with them, it can get a bit cluttered. You might also want to look into getting the Shadow Weave set around level 45 to 50. The set gives you extra shadow damage, so you'll be even more efficient at killing mobs. You can craft this set as a tailor, but it's not really needed at all. All around, Warlocks are considered one of the best levelers because of how they can deal with powerful mobs, they can deal with multiple mobs, and they have a free mount at 40, so you can spend that extra cash to assist you on your way to max level. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, soul shard farming. Now, if you don't know, Warlocks need soul shards to make health stones, summon demons, and summon their friends. But you will quickly realize that you use a lot of these shards in raids, so it's expected that you farm a ton before raid. People always talk about how this is dreadful, but in my opinion, it's really not that bad. All it takes is around 30 minutes of farming and you'll be set. You don't even have to do it right before the raid because soul shards stay in your bags when you log out. Now, Warlocks have 2 or 3 rating specs usually. SM... You know what? Wait a minute. These specs do kind of sound like rap names. There we go. Much better. So the first one you have is called SM Rune. This is a spec you'll see most of the time. It doesn't do the most damage, but it's pretty decent for outdoor combat because of its survivability. The other one is DS Rune. This one takes advantage of the demonic sacrifice talent. What you'll do is you'll sacrifice your succubus to do increased damage. The only con to this spec is that it can be kinda squishy. So Warlocks usually go SM Rune in the early days of vanilla, but around Nax and AQ, most Warlocks will switch over to DS Rune for the increased damage. For the first couple of raid tiers, Warlocks will not do the best damage compared to other classes, as they are quite gear dependent, and for the most part you're brought for your utility. Raids later in the game, like Nax and AQ, Warlocks can do some crazy damage with the right itemization. Alright, now cut the music. Okay, the shitty joke's over, let's just move on, I guess. Warlocks in PvP are all about one thing: control. Warlocks have many spells to control their targets and keep them pinned while they slowly suck the life out of them with all their dots. Fear is the bread and butter of the Warlock, but other spells like Curse of Exhaustion or Death Coil are just as important in some situations. A lot of the skill in playing a Warlock comes with their pets. Knowing what pet is best for each situation and using them effectively separates the scrubs from the pros. For example, fighting a warrior or a rogue, well, you might want to use your Voidwalker so you can sacrifice him, providing a meaty shield to absorb a lot of damage. Or maybe you're fighting a mage, well, you can use your Fell Hunter to counterspell him or dispel yourself. My favorite Warlock PvP build is a destruction focused build that uses Conflagrate and Nightfall. With Nightfall, you have a chance to get an instant cast Shadow Bolt from your corruption ticks. This combined with your con flag and Shadow Burn can provide some meaty burst. So there is some bad news if you're playing an Alliance Warlock. If you don't know already, Undead have a ratio ability called Will of the Forsaken. This means that as an Alliance Warlock, around 40% or more of the enemy player base is immune to your bread and butter spells, like Fear, Death Coil, and Seduction. This isn't good if you plan on playing an Alliance Warlock. You really need to focus on other aspects of your class, as well as engineering to really pick fights with the big boys. Speaking of engineering, let's talk about professions. So if you want to go PvP, I suggest engineering, of course, but I'd suggest tailoring for a more PvE focused player. Tailoring can craft the Shadow Wave set, like I mentioned, and it can also craft Robes of the Void, which is a fantastic pre-raid best in slot item. I strongly recommend tailoring because you can also craft the Bloodvine set. This set comes out when ZG is released, and it's the best in slot until Nax. Which is a shame because, I mean, just look at it. It's disgusting. And you have all these cool raid tiers, but this gross, goodwill, flea-infested mess of an outfit is the best in slot. I mean, seriously, it's disgusting. This is why we should have transmog in Classic WoW. Okay, maybe I was overreacting there, but it is really disgusting. So back in early Classic WoW, Warlocks could get the Living Bomb debuff from Barongeddon and MC on their demons. What they could then do is dismiss the pet, and then summon them back in Major City, utterly nuking everyone around them. Succubuses had a different model back in beta, and I believe early Classic, and they looked like this, but you know what, let's just cover that up a little bit. I don't want to get a banned on YouTube yet, thank you. Early in Vanilla WoW, Warlock's damage was bad. Not like less than ideal bad, but just flat out horrible compared to other classes. Thankfully, Classic will be based on 1.12, so Warlocks won't be an utter laughingstock on the damage meters. Warlocks have a spell in Firestone that you could summon and could be equipped in your offhand. Now, Firestones in particular were the most useless item in all of WoW because it buffed Warlock's melee damage. How did this even get in the game? Hey, Chris, you know what'd be funny? What if we just added, like, an offhand item that Warlocks could make that just buffs their melee damage just to mess with 12-year-olds? You know what, man? I don't really care. This game isn't gonna matter anyways. Just put it in. So in short, I'd recommend this class for anybody who's looking to play caster, someone who doesn't mind farming some soul shards. Okay, you try and say farm some soul shards 5 times fast, okay? It's not easy. Likes a PvP-focused class with a high skill ceiling, and someone who loves a bit of edginess in their lives. Hey, so thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like and comment, and tell me what class you want me to review next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.